Hey, what's going on, friends? Barry E. Knight, founder and CEO of BEK Impact Company. I want to take this time to welcome you to the leadership class coaching session. Listen, before I begin, I want you to do me a favor and hit the subscribe button right there and the notification bell so that you know when we're releasing other videos like this. We want to make sure that you are up to date on all of the leadership teachings that we're having for you. Listen, today I want to talk about a very, very important topic, and it is entitled Culture and Identity. It's one of the main things that leaders call us about when they want to strategize and move their organizations to the next levels. How do I shift? How do I change our culture? So I have a few notes here I'm going to be looking down at. The way we define culture at BEK Impact Company is culture is how we work together, and it is the manner in which we get things done. Let me say that again. Culture, your organizational culture is how you work together, and it is the manner in which you get things done. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think, do we have a culture in the way that we work? Do we have a culture in the way that we work together? And do we have a culture in the manner or the way we get things done? It is so vitally important that leaders not only lead their teams and the people that they're serving, but it is also important that you are leading the culture and the identity in which they work. So what's the difference between culture and identity? Culture is what I do when I'm with you. Identity is what I do because I was with you. What do you mean, Barry? Well, listen, I'm glad you asked. Culture is if I come to your house and you invite me and my family over to eat dinner, and we notice in your house, you all sit around the table, the TVs are off, and the cell phones are nowhere near to be seen. And we come in, we're like, oh, this is different. In my home, we sit all over the place. You know, wherever there's a TV, wherever there's a chair or a couch, we're going to sit on that couch and we're going to watch TV and we're going to have conversations all over the house while the TV is going on. And while our phones are in our hands, we're looking at our phone, eating spaghetti, watching TV, having conversation. That's our culture. But in your home, we assimilate into your culture because that's what you do. Now that's culture. So identity becomes when I come to your house and I like how you all sit together as a family and you're talking about life and what the kids did at school today and what the wife or the husband or the spouse did in their day at work. And then we take that to our home and we begin to adapt those same principles, that same culture. Now that culture becomes identity. The reason this is important, my friend, is because you don't just want your team to assimilate into your culture. That is important. Don't get me wrong. You want them to understand this is our culture. Again, this is how we work. This is how we work together. And this is the manner in which we get things done. But you also want to begin to coach and to train and mentor your team so that the culture becomes their identity. Now, developing a culture and identity in your organization is very important. It is vitally important because it creates a stronger leadership culture. In other words, you want potential leaders or a pool of leaders that you can tap into at any time to assume a top-level executive leadership position. This is why a lot of organizations are struggling with their mid-management and succession planning. They're saying, yes, they're good at this level, but will they be able to succeed at the next level? And so by implementing a strong culture and identity, what you're doing is you're moving them from saying this is how they work to this is how I work. And from this is how they work together to this is how I work with people in this organization. You want them to be able to take the identity from one level to the next level and be successful in spreading that culture and identity back down to the people that they're now leading and serving. So remember, it's not just about building a successful culture. You want to also build a successful identity amongst your team and the people that you lead and serve. Listen, that's my time. I appreciate you for watching this video. Please do me a favor and share this video with other peers and cohorts, those that are working, executive leaders that are your friends and working with you in your organization. We want to share this and get this out to as many people that would need it. My friend, my name is Barry E. Knight. I am a servant and I was created to serve you. Two fingers.